Good morning everyone, and today we leave Melbourne and we're flying to Adelaide. So guys, the time is just after 7. I need to be at the Royal Children's Hospital at 7:30, so I'm just about to book my Uber, grab my bags and head over. So we've just turned up here at the hospital. We've got our bags ready to go, and now we're about to head down and meet our driver to take us to the airport. So guys, we've just touched down in Adelaide. The twins did really well on the flight. They just slept most of the way. So now we are heading to the Women's and Children's Hospital so Max's cardiologist can check them out before they send us home. So guys, we're just heading to the hospital now, but something that I thought was interesting to note is that when we were booking our flights, because we had 2 infants with us, on this particular aircraft, we couldn't get 2 seats next to each other. So what was interesting is that on each row, they only have 1 infant airbag that'll drop down. So they had to put me and Ellen in 2 separate rows flying to Adelaide. And it was interesting because we didn't really take note when we were flying to Melbourne, because me and Ellen were in the same row, but we both had aisle seats. On this particular flight, Ellen was in front of me and I was behind, but we both had the aisle seat, so we're technically next to each other, but in different rows. So guys, we're just leaving the Women's and Children's Hospital now. So what happened there was, when we rocked up, we went straight up to the cardiac department and we saw one of the cardiac residents. Now, he had already spoken to the doctors in Melbourne, but he was just chatting to us about what's happened in Melbourne with Max's surgery and recovery. And from there, he wanted to do a whole range of tests before they were happy to let us go home. So first of all, he did a physical check, so listened to his heartbeat and then just checked his stomach and a few other things. And then he wanted to organise an X-ray, an ECG and an echo. So from there, we went to medical imaging, got the X-ray done. Came back up to the cardiac department. And then Max had his echo and his ECG. From there, we met with one of the cardiac consultants, and she just wanted to have a look at Max's scans before they had a chat to us about how he's going. So after all those scans, what she could see was a little concerning. So Max has now developed a clot on the right side of his heart. Now she's saying that that could be from where they've pulled something out and that's formed. She doesn't know whether the guys in Melbourne knew about that or didn't know about that, but that's something that they can talk about and find out. But what they were concerned about in Melbourne was a clot on the left-hand side, and then that's really concerning because that side pushes blood through the whole body, so there's risk of, you know, the clot breaking off and going into one of the organs or into the brain and having a stroke. But on the right-hand side, if something breaks off, they're less concerned about that, and the lungs can handle that clot a bit better. They didn't seem too concerned about that. She just said that they'll just continue to monitor that. Currently, he's on aspirin. We're going back next week to get another checkup. Something else that is concerning is what they saw on the scans was Max's pulmonary arteries are thinner. So they've had to move the pulmonary artery, and then the branches that come off of that have been stretched. So whenever anything like that stretches, it gets thinner. So there's less flow through those arteries. She said again that that's nothing that they're concerned about at this stage. She said if it doesn't get better later on in life, so maybe when Max is an adolescent, he might need a stint or surgery to make those pulmonary artery branches bigger, but at the moment they'll just continue to monitor it and they're not concerned at this stage. So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see how that pans out. So after that, they weighed and measured Max. So at the moment he is 47 centimeters tall and he weighs 2.65 kilograms. So guys, from here we're finally going to head home and we're going to call the vlog there. So if you're pregnant with twins, if you have twins, if you're a parent of a heart kid, or you're just interested to see what we have going on, look out for the upcoming videos. Better yet, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you want to donate to Heart Kids, we'll have the link in the description below. Thank you for making it to the end of the video, and we'll see you in the next one. And so she said that there's less not now. I won't say. Yeah. All right, I'll cut all that out. So this is now our life.